So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, related to the book, I'd love to hear a little bit of like, what were some of the themes of the book that you feel like tie into what we're talking about?
Okay, so the book is broken up into sections and it provides some really weird examples. So there's
Okay.
like very successful people like Bill Gates, and there's also people you never heard of, like a lawyer named Joe Flom or something like that.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And they talked about boys hockey, and there's some of the sections, they all relate to like a different kind of aspect of success. So
Okay.
the first section was about luck, of when you're born, what advantages that gives you,
Yes.
opportunities you're faced with, which was Bill Gates was able to have access to this computer right when it was coming out, and he could code with it,
Exactly.
getting 10,000 hours of practice, which the book also talks about being the number you need to
Yes.
before you can truly like master something.
Yes.
And there's a section, there's a whoa, hold on.
What?
There's a section on like culture and communication, and how
Yeah.
cultural norms kind of impact how people work with others, and how
Right.
they can maintain like I can't think of words.
I get you.
Maintain I really can't think of, I want to say connection, but that's not the right word. No idea.
So you're talking about like how you can build like a deliberate culture
Yes.
kind of a thing?
But also
Mhm.
where someone comes from and how they were raised determines how they act, and how they act determines how they achieve and
Yes.
all that things. And
Yes.
I think how people act towards others and communicate is relating to how what we've been talking what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And also just growing in the ability to move past setbacks, and all these opportunities will present themselves, but only if you're willing to seize them.
I love that. Okay, you're making me. I'm gonna go back and read the book again. Like I think, yeah, and it's so true. It's like on that last point you just said is like, they're like, this is another Tony Robbins thing, but he tells a story.
Who's Tony Robbins?
So
I was gonna ask you.
okay,
I don't know who that is.
and I can't even like. I feel like I can't even explain him well, but he is someone who's been in the personal development field for years and years and years, and I would boil him down to say he's wanting people to find fulfillment and to really live in a beautiful state, to like love their lives and enjoy our time that we're here, right? And so there are all of these different aspects. It's like there's a business course, so I've done like all of my courses, like a business one, I've done it so many times. There is for relationships, right? There are a couple that are just kind of more general and looking at various aspects of your life, including like the financial aspects of your life and things like that. And it's all about what you said, which is like, for all of us, something's going to happen. We're going to have some trigger, whether it's positive or negative. And what we have control over is the meaning that we put on it and then how we respond to it, right? So he tells a story of like, you know, there's a twin study, and there's one twin, or no, I don't know if it's a study, but there's twins, and one is in jail and one is like this famous, you know, executive or CEO or something like that. And he goes to, I don't think it's him, but like, you know, you talk to the one in jail and you say, why, how did you end up like this? And he says, well, you know about my family life. Like, how could I not have ended up in this situation? Because my family was like, it was such a bad environment. And you go to the CEO and ask the same question. He goes, how could I not? Like, you saw the family I came from.
Yeah.
I had to create something different. So it's like the same experience, but they made a different meaning on this. Yeah. One was like, I'm ruined. I came from nothing. I have no capability of becoming something I would want. And the other one is like, I will not let that stop me. I will use that as fuel to become whatever it is that I say I want, you know?
And I can very much relate to that, because I have a twin, and we go to different schools, but we're very different people-wise. I'm very, I can do this, I can do that,
It worked, yay!
Very glass half full, and not that he's not glass half full, but he's much more like, this is gonna take me so long, this is gonna be this way.
Yeah.
And not saying that one is any better than the other, but they're so opposite takes on how we perceive things.
For sure. And really, like, it changes the energy in your body. You know, I said this to a coworker yesterday, where I was like, if you come in the morning and you see like 40 emails and you're like, oh my God. You're like, I'm drowning in emails. Versus if you come and you're like, I'm gonna freaking kill my inbox today. Like, it's my, it just brings a different energy. So it's really like, what kind of energy do you want? If you get to choose, would you rather feel like, ugh, or would you rather feel like, okay, bring it on? I prefer that experience in my body. And so the work is like, whatever's happening in the world, how quickly can I go from like, oh God, like I don't like seeing that email coming in, to being like, okay, I don't like it, but like flip it around, Shayna, like figure out a way to make it like, I don't want it to ruin like me feeling okay and me feeling good, because also when you're in like this, like the emails, like what's the energy you have to work on it, like ugh. And if you have like this energy, you think you're gonna do it like faster or slower.
You're like, I'm gonna crush it, and then I'm gonna get it over with, and then I can move on.
Exactly. You're going to come at it with a different energy, and you're going to be so much more effective, I believe, with that energy than like, oh, I have to like do all of this. So it's all this. And that's exactly what you were saying about the culture part too, is like, we were all raised differently. We all believe different things. And, it's not like, we might not believe that runs our life, but it's kind of like this backpack of things that we learn that we carry around with us forever, and we play it out all the time until we're like, oh, I don't want to play it out that way. Like, that's what is natural to me for whatever reason. But like, no, I don't want to think about it that way. I'm gonna work a new muscle to think about it this different way. And so when you're working in school with people, when you're in a relationship with someone, when you're, working in a work environment with someone, you all have your backpacks. And you're trying to be like, how do we all work together, seeing as we're all so different, in a way that hopefully we can all empower each other, and really find and believe like how capable and effective and how joyful we can be in all of these arenas in our life.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
Thanks, lady. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.